Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hayakum Allah. Welcome, my dear brothers and sisters, to this quick reminder. And the reminder benefits the believers. So therefore, today's reminder to do with husband and wife relationship, because things is not just only nice. And they say a good story does not sell. So there is so much of turbulence. It's ongoing tsunami sometimes between husband and wife, and this is not the purpose of marriage. The purpose of marriage, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا, so you may dwell in tranquility. That means peace in the mind, peace in the heart, not continuous storms and earthquake. So therefore, I would mention what I showed you before. If you take the best charger for iPhone, hook it to a Samsung phone, it doesn't work. Why? There's no compatibility. So all often it's not a matter of a wife being bad or a husband being bad. There's no compatibility. Perhaps the husband doesn't pray and the wife prays. No compatibility. Perhaps the husband taking advantage, just wants to marry to have someone paying the bills with him. No compatibility. Perhaps the wife taking this marriage for advantage, or you name it. There's no compatibility. So the purpose of the marriage from both sides, لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا, so you may dwell in tranquility. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, actually, let us just focus on the verse to show us that marriage, it is a matter of ta'awun. وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, enjoin in goodness, enjoin in piety, so, and righteousness. So this union, it must help us to produce that goodness and that piety, as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said also, to see, do you have that in yourself? خيركم لأهله وأنا خيركم لأهلي. The best among you is the best to his wife, and I'm the best to my wife. So that means when you are the best, when you are the best to your wife, you have a certificate from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam that you are khair, you are among the good and the goodness. Dear brothers and sisters, let us just realize, my dear brothers and sisters, that life is a joy, and the best joy in life is a good wife. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam pinpointed this reality. Life is a joy, and the best joy in life is a good wife, because good wife will help you with every element in this dunya, will help you with deen and dunya. They say behind a great successful man, a good woman or a great woman. In reality, in front of a successful man, a great woman pulling him to success, towing him to success, helping him climb the mountain of success. So, my dear brothers and sisters, to do with a matter of relationship and dealings, because what's the benefit of your siyams, qiyam, recitation of the Holy Quran, if we don't have mu'amalat jayyida, if we don't have good dealings and behaviors? What's the benefit of your salah, siyam, qiyam, recitation of the Holy Quran? So therefore, this topic, it is huge, but I'm trying just to pinpoint one matter that it may click with you. For example, they say a husband and wife should always communicate, should always have communication, but you will notice the communication, it is a matter of degradation, humiliation, suffocation, just arguing. That's not communication. Communication for the purpose of understanding each other, for the purpose of getting along together, for the purpose of conditioning each other, tarweed, for the purpose of achieving وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى, enjoining goodness, for the purpose of achieving لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا, so you may dwell in tranquility. Tranquility means sakina, my dear brothers and sisters, peace in the mind, peace in the heart. And speaking of a wife or relationship, I met a person who wants to force his wife to love his mom and dad. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't, because you may insist on respect. You may Demand respect, but you cannot force anyone to love anyone. So keep that as a bonus at the back of your head, right? And if you use the word force and use your wife as a punching bag, may Allah forbid. It would remind me of a lady came to my office and her husband sitting next to her, and she said, I want a revenge from him because he was in the Gulf countries. I don't want to mention the country. He was treating me so bad and always forcing me for things. I want to hear in Canada revenge from him. And I looked at him and I said, Ya Allah, what a sad story, what a sad position and situation. My dear brothers and sisters, speaking of treatments, because I'm running out of time, I'm trying to just grasp an idea here and a benefit here. The smile is sadaqah, charity. When you smile, it is an act of charity. You'll find some of brothers, they are smiling to everyone in the street except the wife. And sometimes the other way around, you'll find the wife, oh, she's so jolly and cheering and talking to her friends and so happy and laughing and smiling. When her husband comes home, the face and the smile out of service. It doesn't work that way. Dear brothers and sisters, I met a brother and I said, here, I want to put some perfume on you. He said, no, 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 no. Why? He said, I'm going home. Oh, I said, are you among those that your wife will complain if you have a perfume? What this? It's a lady's perfume, or where are you? He said, no, 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 no. My wife doesn't complain, but I'm going home. Why should I put perfume? I said, subhanallah, the perfume actually should be for home. The perfume should be a pleasure to your wife, not just to strangers, not to your work, not to the bus passengers. So we having things upside down and mixed. And I want to end it with this, or close to the end. A lady phoned me, and this is actually shows you what does it mean, dealings and treatments and compatibility and husband to wife and sakina, tranquility, all together. It's in this story. When the lady phoned me and she said, Sheikh, I'm pregnant, can I get divorced? I said, no, why don't you just have peace and sulh and islah? She told me, actually, no, I can't. I said, what? She said, I cannot get peace with him. I caught him cheating with 10 different ladies. I said, wow, that means you did spy on him. She said, well, in his electronic watch, I found this information and pictures. So I said, okay, well, yes, a pregnant lady, if he divorced her, the divorce is valid, and the period time when she gave birth. But let me ask you a question. Did your husband, when he came to marry you, was he making salah? She said, no, he was not making salah, and he was not fasting, and he used to curse. I said, did you know that? Yes, I knew that. I said, subhanallah, there's absolutely no compatibility. Do you think when he's not making salat, and when he's not making siyam, and he's not fasting and using evil, foul language, do you think he will bring you home old furniture or old car? No, he will bring you hell. So therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, realize that in a relationship, my dear brothers and sisters, to gain and maintain the sakina, the tranquility, you need the compatibility to gain the tranquility. And you need the communication to gain the ongoing understanding. Ongoing, my dear brothers and sisters, bond. And my brothers and sisters, realize none of us is perfect. Your wife is not perfect. Don't treat her as a perfect person. You will have a hard time. And your husband is not perfect. Don't deal with him as a perfect person and expect perfection from him. You will have a hell of a time and a hard time. Realize that we have weakness and shortcomings. Respect and expect the shortcomings of your husband. Respect and expect the shortcoming of your wife. And you actually could face the turbulence of this life. You could face the challenges of this life. You could face the earthquake and tsunami of this life when your headquarter, which is your home, your base, your headquarter of tranquility, that sound, it is actually strong, it is peaceful, it is genuine. So this way, you will have a genuine sakina to help you face what's outside home. Otherwise, you could be a millionaire, you could be a doctor, you could be a hard-working taxi driver. If you're not happy at home, you're not a happy camper outside home, and you cannot progress and you cannot climb the mountain of success. You will be battling your surrounding, you will be battling your own family, the one that needs to actually nourish that sakina, the one that really needs you and your wife to gain the fruit of that. وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى. My dear brothers and sisters, let us just realize that sometimes you listen to someone, no big deal. The big deal to take one wisdom from the Holy Quran or from the teaching of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the chief engineer of happiness and the champion of success, and apply it to your life. Wallahi, it works. Wallahi, us minus Islam equal misery, pain upon pain. May Allah relieve you all. May Allah keep your hearts happy with the tranquility that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inject in both hearts. وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. Allah will put among the hearts love, tenderness, and mercy. For another episode, we say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.